Hey Laura. Hi Karen. It's amazing, isn't it? I just came down here. So it's not quite 5:30 a.m. here, it's about 5:20 a.m. right now. And I've come down to go on a walk by myself. I did not come down to live stream. And I just walked down the stairs to the beach and saw this and I was like, wow. Alright, I have to share this with you. And I'll do a little live stream on something I was just thinking about in the car. It's beautiful. Good, whatever the fuck it is. Not seen a sunset in a sunrise in a while, I guess, Brandon. That's the funniest comment ever. Hi, Linda. Good, whatever the fuck it is. So funny. Alright. Love that you live streamed anyway. Oh, I just had to. How beautiful is the sunrise? I'm not even going to show myself because let's all just look at this. Plus, I did not prepare my face for the live stream. I have not looked at my face yet in the mirror, so I don't know what's going on there. Could be anything. I'll turn the camera around when the sun's done, or maybe I'll turn it around and put it the other way on me. So pretty. Alright, maybe I'll hold the camera on the other side of me so that we can see. We want to see you. I don't know if we do. I've had 3 hours sleep and I've just rolled out of bed, and as I said, I didn't come down to live stream. I come down for a quick walk on the beach before going back to get the kids ready for school and stuff. So hang on, I'm trying to organise my coffee here. Alright, every coach I follow lives where the sea, says Leah. Well, there you go. Alright, here we go. Oh, hi, good morning. Let me turn it around that way. Oh, you can't see it now. Now I feel bad for you guys. I can sort of see it. Okay. The sunrise is the best. The best. It's just magical, isn't it? It just makes you feel so grateful for the day and for everything that's going on. There it is again. Oh, if I go right like that, then I get a sunrise halo on top of my head. I was just thinking about how important it is to have rules in life. Sunrise, cat. How important it is to have personal rules. So, confession time, not a big one. It's nothing dramatic, don't worry. But yesterday I had a huge day. I got up at 4 a.m. and I'd been up till 1, I think, the night before. And I had a very productive big day, and then it got till 2 p.m. and my staff left. They were at my house yesterday helping me out. My daughter had to be picked up from school at 3, so they left around 2. So I had that 1 hour before picking Alyssa up from school, and I was just tired, you know, so I just lay down and read my book on my Kindle and had a little snack and everything. And then somehow it was like 8:30 p.m. and I was still sitting around. I mean, obviously I went out and got the kids. I didn't leave them there. I went out for a few hours, got the kids, went to the mall, got my daughter a new bag that she needed for school, blah, 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 normal life stuff. And then just kind of sat around because I was tired and I wasn't particularly motivated to do anything. I just felt like, ugh, I can't really get anything done anyway until the kids are in bed, which is such a bullshit story. Like, they need me to hold their hands 24 hours a day if they're there. They don't. You know, I can play with them and then they're like, okay, go away, I need time to myself. They're exactly like me. They just want time by themselves after a little bit of interaction, which is perfect, by the way. But I just sat there and I didn't do anything. And so this morning, and then I killed my Mac last night. I don't know what the hell I did to it, but there's HTML everywhere, all over the screen. So we've got a visit to the Apple Store coming up today, I guess. I'm going to send one of my team there. I don't have time for that today. Anyway, so that was upsetting. So don't worry, I've got lots of other Macs. I've got backups on backups, but still, I got up just now and I thought, a little review of yesterday in my head, and I thought, well, the thing is, it's not that you can't take time out, Kat. Of course we can all take time out from our day. Let me move it this way now. Just have another look, guys, while I adjust my coffee situation, because it's so powerful to watch it with the camera facing that way. Hey Annette, God filter. It is the God filter, isn't it? I'm going to keep it this way for a minute and then I'll turn it back around again because it's just so beautiful. So it's not like I can't take time off to just, you know, sit back and read a book or relax or do nothing, right? So to speak. But when I do it without any boundary or rules, then it doesn't work. Did I set an alarm? That's kind of what I'm talking about now. I don't know if you mean this morning, but for yesterday, for the time off, that's what I'm getting. You've got to give yourself some personal rules around, all right, if it's a normal day where I am actually intending to get shit done and I'm not actively planning to sit back and do nothing, then rather than like, I'm tired so I'm going to put my feet up, put a freaking timer on. And I do this a lot. Actually, I use a meditation app that goes for like 13 minutes. Not an app, it's an online thing, but still. And that's perfect because it really rejuvenates me actually in that 13 minutes. But it's also just realizing, not just about putting a timer on for having time off or walking away from your work or whatever, but also really realizing all of the rules of what you need to do each day in business are really what create freedom. And I have a lot of personal rules for how I live my life. I wouldn't be here on the beach if I weren't following my own personal rule right now, right? Because once again, I did go to bed too late. What's going on? I do not, in fact, have a personal rule about going to bed on time. I sometimes think I should, but overall it works very well for me the way that I do things. I have a personal rule that if I'm truly exhausted, then I will have more sleep. But usually I don't have that much sleep. So I woke up though at 4 this morning and I thought, I didn't want to get up. Usual, feeling tired in that moment. But the reason that I got my ass up and went and got my coffee and now I've come down to the beach is because I want to plug into my own energy source, right? I have a lot of coffee. It's coffee all day till it's time for wine. I want to plug into my own natural energy source in the morning. And I knew that if I didn't get up, come down to the beach, then the kids would be up and out in an hour, or less than an hour now. And then it's, before school activities, before school madness. And that's fine, but I wouldn't get to have time with my thoughts, right? I wouldn't get to do this. I wouldn't get to be energized. I know that by the time I walk up the beach, I'll show you. So that's where I'm walking to where the cliffs are, the little cliffs. So nice. When I walk up there and back to my car, which is like a 40-minute walk in total, it's not a big walk, then I'll feel energized, I'll feel inspired, I'll feel excited, I'll do some mindset work after I jump off this live stream in a moment, etc., right? So I always ask myself, if I don't feel like doing something, I always ask myself, but do I feel like the outcome? And generally I feel like the outcome of the things that I choose to do each day, because they're very carefully chosen based on the fact that they generate a certain outcome. In my business, it's exactly the same. I'm not just like a content machine or a sales machine because I came out of the womb that way. I do it because I've cultivated a habit, because I want the outcome. Yes, of course, it's based on alignment and based on me doing my work that I am meant to be doing in the world. But that doesn't mean I feel like doing it every single day, day in and day out on repeat, as well as all of the other tasks that I do every single day to grow my empire. I do them because they have habit. And in the moment, when I have to make a decision day by day or moment by moment, do I want to do that next thing, or do I want to, just fuck around or pretend that I don't know what to do or something, then I always think about the outcome. Not always, obviously, hence yesterday afternoon, but most of the time. And the truth is, I wouldn't have the business, the income, the lifestyle I have. I wouldn't have anything that I have. I wouldn't have my car. I wouldn't have the ability to reach a lot of people through my message. Anything that you can put your hands on or your finger on in my life, whether it's something that costs me money or all of the things that really mean a lot to me to do with my life, even my children, like really everything I wouldn't have if I were not a result-based person who makes decisions based on results. Because with the kids, I did not feel ready to fall pregnant with my first child. I made an executive decision based on how many children I wanted and based on my age that I better get started. And obviously I was happy with that decision, but I have a lot of friends who made the opposite decision at the time and then struggled, because it does get harder as you get older, right? So I'm pretty pragmatic about results in my life, and I really am passionate about sharing a little bit about that, because I feel that it creates me a lot of freedom to be that kind of person, to have personal rules about how I'm going to do things. So that's all I wanted to share this morning, and I hope that it inspires you to maybe take a higher level of action on something that's important to you. I can show you this. Right, so I'm going to have my walk. I'm going to say goodbye. It really was a shorter than usual live stream for me. I usually go on and on. Make sure you go to katloterzo.com/free millionaire planner if you want my actual weekly plan. I do, shows what I do every week and every day, shows my daily hustle activity, exactly what I do each day to run my business and to keep growing it to where I'm heading into the 8-figure mark by this time next year, right? So you can get that for free. That's my free gift to my community. It's at katloterzo.com/free millionaire planner. So go grab a copy of that if you don't have it. And keep your eyes peeled today, because today I'm going to launch the daily hustle, which is 30 days where you get to amp your productivity up and finally press fucking play on the things that matter to you by creating your own daily hustle routine, having me help you to do that, and then kick your ass to get it done, obviously, and a whole bunch more besides. So that's happening today. So I'm going to say goodbye. I'm going to take my walk. Thank you for walking with me on the beach for a little moment. Have an amazing rest of the day, and don't forget, life is now, press play.